Hey there guys, welcome to another video, and today we're gonna do something quite different. We're gonna run a benchmark on Windows 95. Let's see how well does it perform, and how well does it game. Will it be able to deal with 3D graphics? We're about to figure it out. So let's get the CD-ROM inside. Winbench 997 is what we're gonna use, by the way, which used to be the benchmarking standard back in the day, and now it's not quite, but still it's quite the tool, you know. You get a performance figure for your computer. So here we go, we have a few ones. We have normal Winbench and we have 3D Winbench. So let's get started. Yeah, let's install that. Oh my god, just look at that. It looks so 90s. Look at that. Yeah, let it create it. Sure. That was the PCMAG benchmark tool, by the way. So it's very good, very accurate. They use that to make the articles about like the computers, the previews, which were standard back then. Oh, look at that. So we got it ready. Yeah, I want to take a look at that. Why not? Oof. Winbench version 1.0. There's a license agreement. Okay. I agree with that. Now let's install the update, which is very important. We gotta run updated software, am I right? So yeah, agree with that, sure. Yeah, let's read. What was the change? Oh, it's yet another license agreement. Time to install 3D Winbench. That's fire. Because I want to see how I think I'm using a ViRGE card for 3D graphics, so yeah, that's gonna be cool. I wonder how well it performs. How does it stand up against the rivals? But I might as well take a look at like old mags to see how it compares to you know, performance figures back then. If this emulated rig's good, or just, I mean, it's a little above the average, but not so much, because like, even though the average was like 8 megs of RAM, they have just 16, which is a little more. I would say the overkill rig back then was around 64 megs of RAM, which was very expensive, and was around the $6,000 ballpark back in the day. So yeah, it's not a monster rig, but we got a Pentium 166, which was top of the line. It was not an MX, but MX says came in 97. So I do imagine that back then Pentium 166 was the bomb. I could be wrong, of course I could, but you know, it's quite the power horse compared to like Pentium 66, 75, which were around the $2,000 ballpark. Yeah, computers were very expensive. Now you can get a very decent one for $1.2 grand, you know. A 1060 rig around the ballpark. Oh, okay, so we have it installed, it seems. It's time to run it and see what happens. Now I don't want to take a look at that right now. I want to run the benchmarks and see what happens. So yeah, let's get started with this. This is 95 RTM, by the way, so it's not as fancy as it could be. I plan to install OSR2 later on, but now I'm just okay. Let's run this baby boy and see what happens. Winbench. Oh boy, you must to the end of agreement. Okay, proceed. Yes, let's go. Okay, yeah, all in marks. Sure. Yeah, we can definitely do that. Let's run it and see what happens. Checkmark meets the minimum requirements. Okay. So we have disk space, we have the memory, we have free temp space. We don't have missing fonts. Alright, enable, yeah. Let's run it. Oh, how long is it gonna take? I'm wondering. Holy shit. Okay. So, emulation speed went all the way down to 40%. I can really tell it's making the system cry right now. But holy shit, just look at that. Look at how slow it's going. It's making my computer struggle. Let's see. Ooh. Oof. Okay. So we're talking about 20% CPU usage on the host, which is quite a lot given it's Windows 95. So yeah, it's making the system cry a little bit, but let's see what happens and what are we gonna score in Winbench 97. Oh boy, quite the power horse. Look at that, 5%. And that's just a CPU test running a 16-bit application. So we don't even know how it's gonna go with 32-bit. Probably worse than that, but we have to wait and see. Am I right? Damn, never thought I would do that. Benchmark Windows 95 on an emulator, because that would make no sense with a VM, but with an emulator it kinda does, because I heard it's pretty accurate regarding CPU performance and shit. So we about to get the very same performance figures around the similar ballpark, you know, not quite the same numbers, but around the same, you know, like PC Building Sim and the 3D Mark scores, which are very similar despite a few differences here and there regarding a few things, but like GPU scores and CPU scores are very accurate, but we're taking that to a whole new level with a lot more precision. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. We're just 10%. Okay, now it's getting better. 29% emulation speed. It's making my socket 7 CPU cry. It's making it cry. Holy shit. We've been around 2 minutes in this test so far. I know. It says started at 3 p.m. in 3 minutes 55. Showing up. The clock might be locked up. Wouldn't doubt that. Because, oh boy, just look at that. It's a nightmare. Holy shit. Okay, so we better stay inside the system because that makes it go a little faster, it seems. Or maybe not. Maybe that wouldn't make a difference. So that's just the first test of 4. Holy shit, there's a lot more to go. And I plan to benchmark Windows 98 as well. With the same hardware probably, to see what the difference is. Maybe with something different like MMX and more RAM. Well, we'll see later on. So far not so bad. I mean, could have been far worse than that. Still going strong. I wonder if there's an older Winbench like 95 that would have been far more accurate for Windows 95 RTM. So that was the first release. There were like few others later on, OSR2 and shit with USB support and shit, you know, the most popular ones. This one is very old. No USB, barely CD. JK has CD support, but Well, well, well. It sometimes works, it sometimes does not work. 25%. Hell yeah. Seems to be going pretty damn fast for the 90s. And here we are, running in the 90s. 16-bit test. I wish I could like open the test manager, but it's probably gonna make the system blow up, because I wanted to see how much it's struggling right now regarding system load, stuff like that. Yeah, it's probably crying. We could try that before system dies. Okay, as you can see, it's locked up. There's not a lot we can do. It's fully locked up. And apparently, I could be wrong, I could definitely be wrong, but it seems like the system's running way too slow. And when I mean way too slow, I really mean way too slow. Even the system clock is not at normal speed. It does seem like that. I could be wrong, I know. But it seems like the system clock's not actually in real time. You get what I mean? Because look at that. It doesn't seem to move. It's just there. It's been 3 p.m. and 6 minutes for hours. And we are at 35%. 49% emulation speed. Hell yeah, my boys. We are definitely falling behind. I don't know which ones to blame. Like, Streamlabs kind of eating my whole CPU as well, so it makes things worse, makes matters worse. We could try, okay, it's not gonna work, so we have start menu now. System is very unresponsive, which is fully understandable given the struggle, you know. Time to read a magazine in the meantime, because why the fuck not? I mean, not like we can do shit regarding that other than, you know, reading mag in the meantime. So setting the base, the fastest PCs you can buy, those based on Intel's 120 and 133 megahertz Pentium processors, offer breathtaking performance. So yeah, we had a pretty dope system for 95, because we have 166 megahertz, which is probably not from 95, probably 96, but still, we kicking ass. And suffers from 97, so we could as well be 97. Anyway, 66 high-end systems to find the best. Alright, sounds cool. Pentium processor was introduced by Intel with thunderous fanfare in 1993. Okay, that's very cool. Despite impending introduction of the B6, codename for Intel's 6th gen PC processor, Pentium will remain the mainstream CPU of choice. Of course, it still remains, not a Pentium, but Intel is still the way to go regarding mainstream stuff, because it's definitely the best. There's no comparison. It turns out Intel's next-gen processor is optimized to run 32-bit applications such as Microsoft Windows NT. Okay, yeah, I should try to install NT again. It was quite a struggle to get NT working, and okay, so run finally showed up. I won't even type the task manager in, because you know it won't open. System is very unresponsive as of right now, as you can see, and it's no wonder. So highlights: faster Pentium PCs just keep coming. Systems based, oh my god, it brings back memories, nostalgia strong here. 3 grand. Okay, so we were talking about 3 grand minimum for those CPUs. So wow, that's pretty expensive. It's like a 99 rig now. Jesus, we can't quite compare, because you know, computing in the 90s was very expensive. It was not for the broke people like me. Definitely not. If I were from the 90s, I would probably not have a computer, you know. Windows 95 support. So it does support Windows 95 straight off the box. Microsoft released the operating system after we had completed our testing, so they did not get to test it, but it's probably supported. That's cool. And of course it is, as we all know it ran on those. Would make no sense if it did not, but hey, 60%, hell yeah. So let's see what else. Sorry, set a 100 megahertz version. Okay, I don't care about that. I care about Intel. Put some what's on your desktop without straining your budget. Compact Direct Plus. I love old magazines. They bring back a lot of memories, even though I'm not from 95 myself, but you know, it was my first OS, and my system was from 96, I think, with 95 specs. Sorry, I had 16 megs of RAM, 486, was it 486 DX2? I don't remember. Maybe a Pentium. It was a long time ago. I don't quite remember. I mean, I could, if I ever get to find my old PC again, it's in my farm somewhere, I'll definitely take a look at the CPU. It doesn't turn on anymore, I suppose, because I remember the last time I tried to use it, it was 2008, 2009, and let's just say it did not quite work. It worked for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, yeah. And then it had a major complete freeze and was rendered unusable. So yeah, introducing the first notebook to maximize Pentium processors. Cool. So we're almost done, 75%. Turns out reading magazines is the way to go to make things go faster. Acer power, look at that. So wow, 4 grand. Jesus, 105 gigabyte hard drive, Pentium 133, Windows 95. Oh, the WinMark 95 was a thing, and graphics WinMark 95. I have to install that. I want to try WinMark later on. I could make a video on it, benchmarking Windows 95 with WinMark 95. It's definitely a cool video. Oh, there's a lot of rigs with those no processors. No, back then, you know, not now. But still, wow, 4 grand for a Pentium 120. Okay, yeah, sure. InfoGo, the P120. Holy shit. It's massive. It's a fucking tower. Bet it could fit at 1080 in there. Not literally, because you know mobile is not compatible, but sure as hell fits. Wouldn't work, but it fits in there. Benchmark tests. Oh, here we go. We have some benchmark figures on Winstone. We have to install that. We definitely have to install Winstone 95 to get some performance figures, which we could use for comparison. Of course we could, and we should. Would be hella fun. I want power, features, and reliability. Intel inside Z Note Flex. Zenith. I don't even know. I just spelled shit. Okay, so we got a WinMark graphics benchmark as well with some results. I could try that. Would be cool for another video with those Pentiums, and then we could compare them very, very closely, like simulate the same hardware of a node, like I don't know, a Dell rig, gateway with the same graphics card, same RAM, same CPU, same hard drive size, and then compare the results. Because why not? Because I want to see if PC emulators really that accurate as like they say it is. I don't doubt it, but we should try. You know, we should definitely try to see how accurate or how not so accurate it is. Oh, there's DOS mark as well. We could definitely try. CPU mark was a thing. Holy shit. Cool. Yeah, that's one more thing I'm gonna try. Gateway 2000, decode hard facts. Clear cut answers. Oofs, 3 grand. Okay, for a laptop, sure. Okay, wow. Wait a minute. This one looks cool. It's a solid corporate workstation. The ApoG P133. Holy cow. Talk about old stuff. A new level of rapid transit. Reach out. The fastest way to remotely access your PC. At wow. Actually not expensive. One up for grand. For the 90s wasn't quite expensive thing. 75 megahertz Pentium and 1 megabyte of VRAM. Okay. Sounds about right. 8 megs of RAM. Yeah, that's a fair price tag. Fair enough. Okay, so that's the 32-bit processor test. That's the second part of the benchmark. And it's going pretty damn well so far. Impressively well when slow. Jesus, talk about slow performance. Well, this one's gonna take a long time, probably, because we're still at 0%. So, doesn't sound good at all. Not promising. Oh, there you go. We have 5% now. Well, there's a bunch of benchmarks for the 120. We could definitely use that later on as a comparison table. Oh, look at that. So, in short, strong performance and well components make this attractive corporate PC. Sure. Yeah. 4 grand. Okay. Very attractive indeed. Holy shit. Texas Instruments, winner in 93, 94, 95. Notice a trend here. Depends. What's the best value for a marketing dollar? Reprints, of course. Okay. Build to order, high quality custom configured systems at off the shelf prices. Discover the power DTK Quinn series. Never heard of it before in my whole life. Make this presentation before your competition does, using PC databases, Square tools, new ways to carry. Finally, sweet success. Is that Office application execution? 15%. Holy shit! There we go, my boys. WordScan Plus. Power Builder desktop behind you. Get used to being ahead. Holy cow, that's cool. We're still locked at 15%. Hell yeah, boys. Fuse Master Race, man. Feels very Master Race. The pain of being a master racer in the 90s. Not quite as easy as it seems. 20%. Hell yeah, you're getting there. At a very slow pace, and the system clock doesn't seem to be operating in real time at all. Because I'm sure it's not being just 10 minutes. Definitely not. It's acting very weird. Maybe I should compare it to my system clock, but it's not the same time because I'm using a different BIOS date. It's I think it's a 1997 BIOS date. So, and even the clock's not in sync. So, because like it's 6 p.m. right now, almost 7 for me, and the clock says like 3 p.m. and 12 minutes. So yeah, it's a little off, just a little bit. 25%. There you go. Come on. I know I can do better. 25. Oh boy. Ziff Davis. Good old PC magazine. Oh boy. And that's just the second test. There's a lot more, and we have to run the 3D test as well, which is gonna make the system cry, and probably we're gonna run to a few other issues, which I'm a little scared about that, but we'll see. 30%. Oh my god, why is it so slow? Let's just 32-bit test. You know what? I'm browse the internet in the meantime. 7%. Okay, Streamlabs. All right, 26% CPU. Sure, Streamlabs. Good, very good. Thanks for making my CPU struggle that much. I'm very satisfied with that. Extremely satisfied. Feels benchmark, man. Alright, in the meantime, we should just... I'm looking for more benchmark tools from the past. So there's double mark. Drive speed checker. That wouldn't be useful. It's an emulated drive. I don't think it would matter. Or give us real performance figures, because I don't think it simulates the transfer rate. I could be wrong. Maybe it actually does simulate the disk speed. Probably not though, because it makes no sense. Anyway, my CPU, Windows 95, 98. Oh, it's just you. Oh, that's cool. So it tells a lot of information about CPU. Cores, speed, vendor. Yeah, I could get that. It's just 36 kilobyte. Can we actually download it? I don't think the website still exists. It's like it's a very old page, this benchmark H. It does. Holy cow. It does exist. I'm very, very impressed with that. Okay, I should run Windows Defender just in case, because I don't know if this website is legit or not, so we better safe than sorry. Let's take a look at that, and it's clean. It's very cool. My CPU. I'll make that into a... Let's bring it to my main ISO folder. Should make an ISO out of it later on. So we're definitely running this my CPU thing just to make sure that it's emulating it right. I'm sure it is. Prime 95 is to find Mersenne prime numbers. What the fuck? RAMXM, ViRGE, RightMark 3D for Windows Vista though. ScienceMark, show me the colors, Smart FPS, Specky, Speed Test, SPD2, Soundcheck, SuperPi, System Information, Task Info, Test CPU, TF Test, Trendmark, Unmark, Victoria, Video, G1000, cool. What CPU is? What CPU is? Wismark, WePrime, Visa, Winbench, Speed Rate, and Access Mark. Oh, there's a bunch of those. So we are at 55%. And wow. The CPU speed and the benchmark progress are actually synced up. 54, now 55. Holy cow, that's cool. And damn it, takes so long. Why does it take so long? Feels Windows 95, man. Now imagine networking with a 18 kbps modem back in those early days. Oh boy, quite the struggle, am I right? 60%, okay. I can't wait to run the 3D tool though. Want to see how it handles 3D. Well, I bet it takes it like a champ, and it's not gonna be as heavy on the CPU. Hopefully not. But then again, the graphics are handled by the host CPU. So it's going to be heavy on my CPU, not on the virtual one like it's being the case right here. Well, we shall figure out soon enough. Let's check the temperatures. Ooh, 66, that's alright. 29 FPS, shit, when it can't run. Windows 95 at 30 FPS, you know, shit's going down the drain. Feels confused, man. Big sellers, bigger sellers. Hey, is it your ATI graphics accelerators built for Windows 95? Look at ATI when they were still kicking ass. Now they're getting their asses kicked. Fuse AMD, man. Absolutely AMD. 70%. So we're almost done with the CPU part, hopefully. Or maybe there's a little more. I can't wait to see the results though. You know, regarding the figures and shit. Well, probably not so impressive given we're struggling a little bit. But, well, we about to discover that together soon. 75%, there you go. Just a tiny bit more. And we can finally enjoy some Windows 95 goodies. Fuse benchmark, man. 80%. Would you look at that? Speed. Windows 95 is fast. I can't wait to install NASCAR Racing 1 on Windows 95 and play with you guys. We got a controller so that we can play some racing games and shit and see how well it does. Oh yeah, I should look for an ISO. Let's see, NASCAR Racing 1 ISO. Oof. No, I want PlayStation. No, I want a PC. ISO 1994 NASCAR Racing through Mac. No, I don't want. Jesus. The graphics are kind of cool, but it's very. Okay, it's not as cool as I imagine it would be. NASCAR Racing Papyrus. Let's see. It could make it easier. No. NASCAR Racing 2 was released on Microsoft DOS 1996. Actually, it looks way better. Definitely better. Oh, look at them graphics. So spicy. Yeah, I could definitely play that. If I don't think my CPU would be able to handle that though, the graphic amazingness. So, ooh, there's even a way to play my browser. Holy shit, it's cool. NASCAR Racing for Windows 95. I don't want DOS version, I want NASCAR Racing for Windows 95. Oh, I found it for. Okay, that's not what I want. I found a physical one for sale. Oh, that's a lot of money though. Cannot afford that. I'm sorry. Let's see the minimum requirements. For high resolution 640 404. Okay. There's no system specs though. How about that? But the price is kind of good. I'm not gonna lie. NASCAR Racing 3 for Windows 95 is Cool. 9099. 9999. Alright, so let's see. ISO. Let's see if we can find. Ooh, look at that. I found ISO for NASCAR Racing 2 9096. Microsoft DOS. Best racer for Microsoft DOS. Boy, I don't want Microsoft DOS, I want the Windows version. What do you mean? Oh, NASCAR 2000. NASCAR Racing. Oh, it seems like it does work with Windows 95 as well, and probably looks better. So let's get it. Oh, you have to register. Should download. No thanks. No. My abandonware. Download old video games. 78. Okay. There's this one, United States. Download ISO version. RIP version. 3D effects batch. Let's get the ISO version. Hopefully gonna work. Okay. Save as operating systems. I should run Windows Defender just in case, because we never know how clean that is or not. So 46%. Okay, that's a very fast one. It's a disk playback test. It's the fourth one. It's going pretty damn fast. I'm gonna be so close to figuring out whether we can run it or not. I mean, my boys, the games, you know, we can finally run some NASCAR shit with 3D graphics. Can we? Oh, let's see. Okay, we got that was lit. Look at this disc playback score. Holy shit, we nailed it. We destroyed them. Business disc Winmark. High-end disc Winmark 97. Disc playback. Okay, it's a good performance average, I suppose. But there's more. So, yeah. High-end disc. App development. CAD. Okay, wow, we got a very dope one for app development. As you can see, image editing, MicroStation. Overall, okay, but that's just the disk score. I want to see performance, CPU performance figures, please. Photoshop, Visual, okay, CPU Mark 16 and CPU Mark 32. That's the score we got. I'm gonna compare that later on with real benchmark results from the 90s, so that we can finally tell whether it was a good result or not. I'm gonna take a capture, a screen cap, just to make sure. I'm gonna save that as well, which is important. So it doesn't let me. Excuse me. What do you mean? Why can't I take a fucking capture? Oh, there's a tool that lets me take a capture. It's I don't remember. Resolution, but for a screenshot, take screenshot. It's a format PNG, yes, control out page up. So yeah, let's take this screen capture, it's important. So here we go, guys. CPU Mark 16, 32, I don't know whether those are good results or bad. You can't compare these results with results from older versions of this benchmark. It's required by this benchmark's license agreement must disclose summary of system configuration when quoting any benchmark results. So how do we do that? So here's the system figures. If you guys want to know, we have a Pentium step 12 features, 13 VH. We got 16 megabytes. Some are, you know, PCM stuff. There's an emulator, you know, game port, joystick. What? Okay, system Windows 95-bit, 950, 32-bit. Okay, there's a bunch of other cool things. that I don't have a single clue what it means. Okay, so here's our figures, and we can save now. Must apply a description. Display, okay. Description, current results, description, display, yeah. Can we save now? Yeah, it's correct. Instructions, disclosure, many attributes, current results, display, cursor type, color, reproduction, refresh rate. Okay, press enter when done. Excuse me, you're fucking making me blind. Fuck, no. Thanks, no. Press enter when done. Refine it. Oh, I don't know. She did 19. Counter rate. Sing it. Wide stripes. Oh, fuck this shit. I don't want to get. No, stop. Input. Oh, Okay, so we have 60 hertz. Processor, yeah, automatic detection. Can we go on now? Hopefully. We can't. Use series. You may use or ignore these fields. CPU, memory. Yeah. Pentium. 166. We can't save still. Why? Computer make model. It's a Dell. It's not. I didn't even know. But let's see if we can save blah blah. We can still save it. Disk. Yeah. Disk figures. Types and drive size. I would say 500 kilobyte. I don't even know. Whatever. 500 megabytes, I mean, not kilobytes. And we can't quite do that still. Very, very lame. Why can't we save? Wow, that's so mean. Can even compare with like old results, so we can save that. You want to discard changes. No. Why can't I save? RAM. Oh, we have that. What's the RAM? The dynamic RAM. BIOS version date unknown. Okay, I know that. Why won't it let me do that? Can we save it now, please? You know what? I'm not gonna save the scrap. Cancel. Yeah, you don't care. No. Yes, me. So it doesn't let us do that, which is lame. Disclosure. Current results. Okay. Edit. Yeah, update disclosure. Computer. Make. It's a Dell. So we update it. And now I think we can save. Okay, that was save. Now we can. Description. Good result. So yeah, we saved it, which is cool. So here we have the graphics card, screen res, hard disk, save. So we have the results saved finally. It was quite a struggle. Never used that before. I wasn't even born. This was out. So sorry about that. And now we can try 3D benchmark, which I'm very, very hyped. Benchmarks 3D Winbench. Oh boy, that's when things are about to get bad. Yes, proceed. Thank you very much. Yes. Okay. Run all tests. Yeah, let's just run it and see what happens. Okay, we don't have pixel depth. That's bad. But we can try and see what goes on. It's not included. Okay. It's required. Finish. Fog vertex. Run. Okay. Oof. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, it's running pretty well. 94, 92, it's almost stock speed. Never mind, 90 now. Let's see, how's my CPU handling? My GPU's handling that. Oh, it's 53 FPS. That's actually pretty good. Okay, good. Next. Yes, amazing. Very realistic. As real as it gets. Finish. Was that it? Fog table. Let's run it. Haha, it's not supported. So, specular highlights. Is it compatible? Oof, it is. Wow, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Holy shit. That's amazing. Okay, not as amazing as I would like, but next. Upper part of stations shows significant reflection of the white light. This demonstrates a good implementation. Bad implementation. It was impressively good. Very, very convincing. It was like I was there. So real. Yes. Finish. And now I'm doing color key transparency. Is it supported? Oh, it is. Look at that. Wow. Wow, look at them graphics. Ooh. This system color keys from the test you ran. Good image. Bad image. Excellent graphics. I thought it was real footage from a cute house in the countryside. I am very impressed. Oh, it doesn't fit. So let's just go with that and we can finish. Oh, I forgot to highlight that. Okay, that's a cool 3D benchmark alpha transparency. Let's see how it is. Wow. Okay, it looks better than the first one. It's making the system struggle a little bit, but hey, this system. So good image, bad image, impressive. So what's the next test? Linear, good image, run. Okay, let's see if it looks like that or not. Okay, it's loading. Damn, look at that. Yeah, it looks pretty damn good. 497. It sure as hell does look fine. I mean, look at that. Look at them graphics. It's as real as it gets. Wow. That's better than Battlegrounds. Just look at that. Even the map's better than Battlegrounds. Yeah, I think we're pretty close to good image. A little blurry because we are not enforcing anti-aliasing, but still, that's a bad image. That's a good image, and that's, look at that. There's not a lot of difference, I would say. Yes, impressive. Let's move on. Map linear, good image, run. Let's see how it goes. Damn, it's loading. Take a look at that. Wow, impressive. Look at the graphics. Perfection. That's a masterpiece. Look at that. Would you just look at that? Wow. So this system, that wasn't quite like we ran it, but a good image like that, we got something very similar. Bad image. Well, very good. Yes. Okay, what does that mean? I don't know what it means. Well, let's run the test and see what happens. So 40 tests. Oh my god. That's quite a lot. I never thought it would be that much. Now we can survive, definitely. Look at the island, the textures so crisp. Yeah, this system, a good image, bad. Okay, what's the difference now? I don't get it. I would say good, yeah. Let's say good. Finish. Yeah, we can definitely put an end to it. Perspective correction, yeah, let's run that. Okay, good image. Run. And let's see how it goes. Ah, wow, it's fast. It's fascinatingly fast. Thought it was quick. This system, good image, bad image. Wow, we definitely got a good one. Impressive. Finish. And let's see what else. Fog vertex and color key. Good image. So we have to get some fog. It's probably gonna... okay, I don't see any fog at all. I don't know if the system's failing to display that, or if it's just how it's meant to be from now and the fog's gonna show up later. Probably not. I think this system next. Good image, bad. We got no fog at all. So I would say good, yeah. I mean, I don't get it. Fog vertex, okay. Yeah, let's run this one. Oh, there's a bunch more just... Oh boy. It's taking quite some time. It's fun though. Where's the fog? I didn't see the fog. The fog was meant to show up there. But we don't have fog at all. This system, good image, bad demonstrates. We don't have fog. Yeah. The fog's down there. It's not even showing up properly. Okay. What's going on? Okay, that's very crisp. That's what's that? Is that in sort of alien world? Looks like that. Well, I don't know if you can call it a good performance, but I can't call it bad either. Oh shit. Okay, that's pretty bad. Trees are flashing. Oh, front buffer only expect flashing, so it does make sense. That's just a front buffer test. So it's apparently meant to go on. It's meant to happen. Cool. Look at that. Look at how it flashes all the time. Damn. Okay. Yeah, I would say it's pretty good. Racetrack NAT. Alright. Let's move on, because there's a lot more to see. Oof. Okay. Yeah. Different. I've never seen this rendering scene, and it looks Skyrim-ish, sort of. Nothing short of mind-blowing. Just look at them crisp textures. That's the future right there, my boys. That's the future. Say hello to the future. The future is great, as you can see. It's the greatest thing ever. I mean, just look at that. Wow, is that a sort of church? I don't even know what that is. Okay. 3D windmark. Okay, it's a chapel. Doesn't make sense. Mr. Bean chapel. It's a hardware test. Look at that. Cool, it says hardware. Of course it is a hardware test. What else would it be? I mean, can you download a graphics card? I don't think you can. Well, Minecraft kids could prove me wrong. If they're very smart brains. I mean, just look at that. Perfection. Wow, it lasts forever. And it's very slow. I would say my graphics card's not as good as I thought it was. The virtual emulated graphics card, I mean. My GPU could run it at like 10,000 times at once, no struggle. It's got VRAM to cover that. It's got processing power to cover that. I mean, it's barely one CUDA core, you know? I got like almost 2,000, so not quite a problem. Well, let's see the temperatures and the frames. 42 frames, okay. 72. I blame Streamlabs because it's using 27% of the CPU just to capture the screen. Well, 42 FPS for 95, not so bad. Not quite as bad. Front buffer. Think that's it. Oh, there's more. Front buffer. Wow, the front buffer thing is never ending, it seems. I might as well just browse the internet in the meantime. Ah, it never ends. Look at that. Let me open Google Drive. Gotta download something cool. It's still far away from the end. What can I say? You know what? I'm gonna go do something with benchmarks. If you guys want to keep watching that, it's up to you. And I'll come back when it's almost done. I'm not gonna fast forward the video because I want you guys to see how long it really takes, the whole experience, without time compression, just the real deal. So I'm gonna go do something and I'll be back as soon as the benchmark's over.
of the night, on the way back down from the sky where you left my soul. Can you help me fly? I can't resist, 'cause you have got a hold on me. And all these thoughts, when you are here, you light up the dark sides. To live in the night shine, you take my life and light every side.
said, no, 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 it was supposed to be my pentakill. Why did you die to me? I killed unknown, 1, 2, 3 for champions. I can't believe you're trolling. No, it was supposed to be my pentakill. Why did you die to me? I killed unknown, 1, 2, 3 for champions. I can't believe you're trolling.
Wait a minute!
So I said, no, 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 it was supposed to be my pentakill. Why did you die to me? I killed unknown, 1, 2, 3 for champions. I can't believe you're trolling. No, it was supposed to be my pentakill. Why did you die to me? I killed unknown, 1, 2, 3 for champions. I can't believe you're trolling. Rolling on, just stay tight, we have to go. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave.
second skin. The kids are all dying. We're dying to believe again. Run through the open streets. We take what is needed. They say you're only young ones, but we live for it, we die for it, we live for forever. They say you're only young ones, but we live for it, we live for it, we live for forever. We can dream all night till the sun rises. They say you're only young ones, but we live for it, we die for it, we live for forever.
Hello there again. I'm back. And well, apparently, as you guys can see, system died. I mean, there's something going on under the hood, I'm sure, because there's a CPU usage going crazy, up and down, up and down. So there might be something going on, which we can't quite see. It's definitely running a sort of benchmark. I know, that's the last one, by the way. So after that one, we are finally gonna get numbers. The numbers we've been waiting for so long. And hopefully, you're gonna show up. If only the system would work. You know? Because from now, it's off right now, I mean. No luck. We're still stuck black widescreen. I mean, not even black. It's a fucking widescreen. White trash. JK. Anyway, I'm kind of mad because we spent so long trying to get some cool benchmark figures, and the system just locked up apparently. The Windows 95 system. I mean, my system's alright. The host is just fine, but Windows 95 emulated computer seems to be stuck. I could be wrong. I mean, I never tried benchmarking old systems before, so maybe there's something going on, as I mentioned before. It could be like testing something different. I don't know, but it's a little, I don't know, different, you know? Widescreen, no sign of life at all. You just, you know, seems to be dead, Torino. But let's just wait and see. Maybe it's just something going on. Start a test, RAM test, maybe a hard drive test. I know it has to do with 3D performance, but hey, who knows? It's like this light's flashing, which means there's something going on regarding disk activity. Actually, taking a look at my disk. Okay. Yeah, it's or something going on. 1 megabyte per second though, not a lot. I think it just died. I might try setting control down. Maybe it could fix it. I don't think it would though. Doesn't make a lot of sense. And yeah, apparently we killed it. And we got no benchmark results whatsoever, other than the CPU test. You know? Well, I could try with 86 bucks, but I'm not sure if I'm willing to spend 2 hours trying to do that. You know. 2 more hours of my life benchmarking an emulator, and then we get to that widescreen, which doesn't seem to be alive at all. So yeah, I'm kind of tired of waiting. We've waited for so long already, you know, to get your result, and it takes us to a widescreen, which Currently, yeah, we killed Windows 95. Rest in peace, Windows 95. You're gonna be missed, but I think we just fried you. And temperature wise, okay, press the wrong one. Yeah, I think we screwed up like big time. Because it's not even show. Maybe my graphics card died. Which I don't think it would make sense. Holy shit, 0 FPS. So yeah, system in there is kind of slow. Not operating as it should. Definitely not. There's something going on. It's very CPU intensive probably, and it's just 0%. It's the emulation speed. So it could have crashed or well, no clue. No clue at all. Should I restart? Should I wait and see where it takes us? I would say, I mean, it's not like I couldn't wait. So I'll end this video. It's off right now. I'm gonna end it, and if the screen goes back to live, I'm gonna make a part 2 with the results. Is that okay? Because if we wait for it to show back up, it could take like hours. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end the video, upload it, and move on with my life. And if it ever shows up, I'm gonna make a part 2. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. It was a very cool experience. Never tried to benchmark an old computer before, and it's kind of cool. It's definitely not the same thing anymore. Definitely not. A lot has changed, and we could see that pretty clearly. So yeah, I think it's goodbye from now. Take care, and don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe. Adios.